All right, everybody. So we're gonna do this whole like parse JSON, CSV to parse JSON thing because Kindful doesn't give us an API yet. We'll keep an eye on that, and I'll keep you updated. But honestly, playing with Excel sheets is something you're going to have to do. So we're going to have to figure out a solution to this, right? And so we're going to work through that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our SharePoint library. We're going to create a library, and then we are going to sync that library so that way you can start playing around. So here's what we end up doing. This is your SharePoint site. Obviously, this is a fresh SharePoint site on the Nonprofit Nerd Herd. We're going to go ahead and add this information to it. So let's go ahead and let's just do a new document library. And we're going to call this data drops. Something really simple that you're going to be able to remember, but it's important, right? So we're doing data drops from systems of record. We're going to do Excel sheets, all that kind of fun stuff. Now here's the next piece. You're going to want to do this sync action, right? We're going to do a lot of work inside of this library, kind of dropping in trial areas. Drop those files in, kind of move them around, do some stuff with them. So let's just go ahead and sync this, and don't choose the add shortcut to OneDrive. For this purpose, we're going to do the sync. So I'm going to sync this, and it's going to come up with this little guy right here. Hey, it's trying to access OneDrive, right? Yep, we totally want it to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and sign in. And what that's going to look like is sign in. And you should have your authenticator turned on your phone. This is one of those Microsoft things that, hey, it's kind of important, right? Just an extra piece of security. I've got this running on my computer that has got my personal stuff on it, so I don't want the organizational pieces to apply to this computer, so I'm just going to say no this app only because I'm in a different account on this computer. That way I can share information with you guys without you guys seeing my PII. And it's going to be, most of the time you guys are not going to have this. I tried this earlier and the video didn't work well, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this folder. And I'm going to get this error, and I don't care about that. I'm just going to go next. It's going to give me all this stuff to get to know your OneDrive, share your files, apply on demand, all those good things. You guys can look this all up on Microsoft. There's thousands of hours of training tutorials that you guys can see how this all works. And then mobile app I don't care about right now, and I'm going to open up my OneDrive folder. And sure enough, you're going to see this little guy right here. See this little castle guy? So what that's telling me, it is connecting to this tenant essentially, right? So I've got the Nonprofit Nerd Herd tenant. It's connecting to that, and then I have this item in here called data drops, which is the library that essentially I'm connecting to. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a folder in here. I'm going to call it Kindful contact drops, and I'm gonna let it do its little sync thing. You can see it's working on syncing, and a little checkbox, right? So theoretically, if I come back over here, look at that little folder. That is going to be crucial because our Power Automate that we're building out, that is essentially going to look inside this folder. So you'll see that in the next video, but it's looking for a new item in this folder. We'll talk all about that in future videos within this blog and get you all set up. So there you go.